Sam, it's that time of the year again, isn't it?
Oh, it certainly is, Chris. It's Christmas!
Yes! Well, for you guys,
Not
it's
quite.
New Year. For us, it's not even Christmas, it's November.
That's true, it's true.
Yeah. And I've just killed the mood right there. But anyway, everybody, welcome to the Global Trophy 2018. We did this last year, so we thought, do you know what? That got more views than pretty much all of my Let's Play videos in the last year have. So let's go and do it again.
But not more than Robocast. Go watch it in the description.
We're only a minute in, Sam.
I had to do it, but alright, I take it back. Don't watch it, it's terrible. Go and watch something better.
What, like Brawl Chaos?
Oh!
Right, okay. Anyway, welcome to the Global Trophy 2018. As I said, we did this last year. We thought, do you know what? We were going to do it again anyway.
We had a lot of good fun doing it last year as an actual video instead of something we just talk about. So hey, let's do another video about it. Why not?
Indeed. Well, set of videos. There's going to be 5 videos throughout January. It's going to be a lot of fun, and people will be looking, going, "What the hell is this?" Well, what this is the Global Trophy played on the game Sven-Göran Eriksson Manager Challenge. Or Sven-Göran Eriksson World Challenge, or whatever it is, for the Sony PlayStation 1. It's one of the only games where you can simulate fighting as any team from, well, any national team from about 2001, 2002, something like that. So you could play as France and England. I would not recommend England. Brazil, Australia, or you could pick Macau for no reason.
Macau's good, man. Macau's got a good, a very fun racetrack, which always ends in spectacular fashion, as it did this year, or last year, as we're recording this.
Yeah.
You know.
Anyway,
Carol.
Sadly, their football's not so good. But anyway.
No, I agree.
Yeah. So this is the. Hang on, I just have to try and count this because I should have bloody known this right now.
40.
This is the 14th annual Global Trophy, number 14.
Yep, and so far, we've had a few repeat winners. France obviously holding the record, and the current champions, of course, winning last year's trophy. I have to say, being 4-time champions, it's pretty impressive.
It is, but that was their first win since 2009, so that was a long run where teams like Brazil, Spain, Argentina, and Germany all won titles. But France stayed sort of out of the limelight, and then they came back and beat Mexico in the finals last year to become, as Sam said, outright 4-time winners, the record.
Yep, only ones. Second place, obviously, as Chris mentioned, there was a few other teams that were in between. Spain and Argentina both winning 3 times. Spain win every 5 years on the dot. It's very strange. Spain have won 2006, 2011, 2016, so we shouldn't expect a victory for them until at least 2021.
Well, you never, if we're still going on by then, we probably will be, to be honest.
I'm sure it
will be, I mean, this has longevity, like Nut Wars. If you haven't watched Nut Wars, why didn't you?
Go watch it in the description.
Yeah, why, if you have watched Nut Wars, like, comment, subscribe. So
I've done my plug, that was your plug, it's all good.
Right, we're even. So, yes, we also have Brazil, who are 2-time winners. They've won in 2010 and 2015, so 5 years, maybe 2020 we'll see Brazil fight back, or maybe it'll be this year, never know, and break the curse.
Well, I think ultimately Brazil are always going to struggle because obviously in that South America bracket, which we'll get to later on, Brazil have always got to deal with Argentina, and Argentina are the most successful team in the Global Trophy. As much as they haven't won the trophy itself as many times as France, they do have the most match victories. They've won 85 games compared to France's 65, which is a massive gap when you think about it. 20 victories is like 2 unbeaten runs.
Yeah. Also, Argentina have made it to, every time they made it to the Global Trophy Finals, which is 10, which is joint second of most appearances in the Global Trophy Finals, alongside Italy and Nigeria. Obviously, top being Australia with 13, the only team to have always made it to the Global Trophy Finals. But Argentina have made it to the quarterfinals of the Global Trophy all 10 of those times.
Yep. But obviously, you guys, that we won't make a separate video for like the rules and regulations and such for this Global Trophy later in the future. obviously for this video we're focusing on the European segment of the trophy, and with that, it's mostly been dominated by two nations. It's been dominated by France, who obviously have done well in the global trophy itself, but they've also done well in Europe. They've won the European segment. How many times is it? 6 times.
I believe it's 5.
Italy with. It is 5. I miscounted. And Italy have also won it 4 times. So those two teams have won it, a fair few times between them. Other teams who have won: Croatia, Czech Republic, and Holland, and Norway.
Yes, that was one of
Norway.
Yeah, one of Norway's best runs. Actually, I think was. I think they were top 8 in the Global Trophy finals. Not even the
2013 was a strange year for the Global Trophy. That was the only year Germany, the only one-time winner Germany won the Global Trophy as well.
Indeed, it's odd actually that Germany have won the Global Trophy, but they've never won the qualifiers before. While Italy, vice versa,
same with Spain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But Italy, vice versa, 4-time winners of the European section, but never won the Global Trophy. So, Italy are always dark horses, in my opinion, in the Global Trophy.
Absolutely. It'd be nice to see. I think it'd be nice to see Italy, considering they're not going to be in the World Cup this year, which I'm still gutted about because I wanted to see Buffon win the World Cup again.
Buffon. We wanted Buffon.
Yeah, we wanted Buffon at the World Cup, but it's certainly not to be. I want to see Italy do well for him. But anyway, we'll find out shortly. For Buffon.
So speaking of nations, let's go to our nation.
England. Every single bloody year we go out on penalties.
England's best finish was 8th, and has not been to the Global Trophy final since 2008.
10 years since England have been in the Global Trophy finals. Come on, boys, it's your time.
They've lost on penalties 9 times in 11 appearances. In fact, when it comes to... England are currently 56th in the Global Trophy rankings, being knocked out in the first round 8 times. 8 times. Teams that are higher than them include Switzerland, Malaysia, Oman, Kuwait, Lithuania, Kenya, Hungary, Greece, Algeria, Gabon, Denmark.
Jesus Christ. It's just embarrassing. In fairness, England, I would say arguably the European section is the hardest one to get out of. I think that's quite fair to say. There's a lot of teams. I mean, most of the teams that have won the Global Trophy, I know Brazil and Argentina have won them, but every other nation have been from Europe. Yeah. So I think it is the hardest. 4 different teams from Europe have won or three different teams have won the Global Trophy from Europe. So it is clearly the hardest section to get out of. And England always end up getting a rough draw. They always end up getting like a France or a Germany in round 1.
Or a Portugal. Or that famous time they lost to Scotland on penalties in the first round.
Don't even, man. Don't even. But anyway.
Yeah, so will this be England's year? No.
We don't know.
No, it's not. Just go through a little bit of the rules before we get to the European sector. So they've changed a little bit since last year. The top 8 teams from the qualifiers last year, so teams like Czech Republic, Ukraine, Germany, Hungary, Greece, teams like that, they automatically qualify for this qualifying section. Then the top 16 continental FIFA rankings, the top 16 in that, with teams like Portugal and Belgium and stuff, they also qualify. The last 8 spaces. Now, last time we did just a knockout tournament. The top 8 go through. This time went for a little bit differently. So, the 18 teams below, like for example in this case Turkey, then have to fight it out in a league.
Oh wow!
It's a 1-leg league, and the top 8 teams from that go through just to be a bit more more consistent finalists. And the team that finishes 8th in that will be our designated dud team.
That makes it a little bit fairer, because that way it gives them all a chance to, finish in 7th rather than finishing 8th,
Exactly. So, people don't know, our dud team is a team that automatically will get knocked out in the first round via 3-0 to their opponents. The reason is because you have to have a human player in these games, which kind of sucks.
Yeah, it does, but ultimately, you do need a team to be, the sacrificial lamb, as Chris has already mentioned. And who is our dud team for the European section, Chris?
That would be Macedonia. That one, so...
Goran Pandev and co.
So Macedonia are out already. So they will be the dud team. So the team that beats them or draws them in the first round get an automatic bye to the qualifier rounds, round 2. If you win 2 matches pretty much in your qualifiers, you're through to the finals. Pretty simple.
Nice.
So let's kick off by choosing our teams. First off, the team that dramatically won the Global Trophy European qualifiers last year, the Czech Republic.
Quite surprising, considering I think they beat France in the final of that section too. So
I believe they did, yes.
That was very surprising. I don't think anyone really expected Czech Republic to win the European section, but hey, you know what? They did.
They did. They are currently Global Trophy ranked... hang on a minute. Global Trophy ranked 39 so far, which is pretty decent. They have 103 points. They have made it to 5 Global Trophy finals before. Their best run was making it to the top 8.
Good team as well. And I think, as we mentioned already, that they are, not the best of teams, but they are dark horses, as proven last year.
Yes. Next up, the team they beat, but they then came back to win the Global Trophy for the unprecedented 4th time, France.
Yeah, France are always, but they are prone to shocks. They've got out in the first couple of rounds a couple of times in recent years, and France are due a good run.
Yes, they've failed to qualify for the Global Trophy finals on 6 occasions. They are currently ranked number 2, and they have won 65 games altogether. By the way, Czech Republic have won 20 games in the Global Trophy so far.
Oh wow, it's quite a big gap, isn't it? Really?
Indeed, yes.
Considering 4 of them came last year as well.
True. So next up we have Ukraine.
Another good team. Surprisingly, in the top 4 last time around in the European section. I don't think they did that well in the Global Trophy finals itself. But you know what? These things happen.
Yep. Knocked out in round 2 of the Global Trophy finals last year. They've made it to 3 previous Global Trophy finals. Each time getting it past the first round.
Nice.
It's pretty nice. They've won 12 games altogether in their 8 appearances in Global Trophy qualifiers altogether. And they're currently ranked number 48.
It's quite low.
Could be a lot lower, though. I think there's about 190 teams, so could be a lot lower. Wait till we get to the crap ones. Next up, we have Sweden.
Sweden, yes. Sweden, obviously, have never had any major success in the Global Trophy, but again, making it to the final 4 of the European section last time, so proving, therefore, they must be at least fairly competent.
Yes. Sweden have qualified for 3 Global Trophy finals altogether. Their best run, they actually made it past the first round once. They have 16 victories, and their current rank is they're ranked number 50. Between Thailand and Belgium, so not bad.
Who wouldn't want to be there?
And above England, so there you go. That's
well,
who wouldn't want to be there?
Yeah.
No one. Right,
Exactly.
Next up we have a shocker in my opinion. Absolute mavericks about 60 years ago, but now not so good. Hungary.
Yeah, Hungary, they've had a fairly decent run, I think, in the last few Global Trophies. If memory serves, I think they might have got a couple of wins in the finals last time around.
Yes, they are actually they have made it to a Global Trophy quarterfinals before.
Can you believe it?
Yeah. In their 8 appearances, they've won 16 games, so at least 2 victories a Global Trophy, which is not bad, I guess. They're currently ranked number 40 between the Czech Republic and Croatia. The next team is former one-time Global Trophy champions Germany.
Yeah, you can't discount the Germans, and I think they're always going to be there or thereabouts. Obviously, winning the trophy in 2013. Since then, they have never won the European section, and they don't tend to do that well in the trophy finals themselves. Who did they beat in the 2013 final?
Oh god, I don't know. I've got the piece of the piece of paper I got or whatever right over there. I can't be asked to get up and get them.
By the way, essentially, Germany don't normally do that well, so I think it was a bit of a surprise for everyone when they ended up winning the damn thing in 2013.
Yes, in their 8 appearances in the Global Trophy Finals, they've been knocked out in the first or second round 6 times. The other 2 times, they finished in the top 4 and as champions. They're currently ranked number 8.
So obviously they're not as bad as I thought then.
Between Nigeria and Mexico. No, but being champions does give you a lot of points on this.
Right.
They have 337 points. Argentina have 963. So, yeah.
Jesus.
Argentina, beasts. Next up, we have Greece, a team that actually does pretty well in the Global Trophy.
Well, the Global Trophy is always a bit, it's just... Greece, they don't really perform as well as you might expect them to do, though. In this era as well, Greece were quite a fairly decent team. Obviously nowadays, 2017, 2018, their national team isn't too great, but in 2001 it was a bit more competent.
Yes, Greece are currently ranked number 33, between Algeria and Russia. Who wouldn't want to be there? No one. Especially with Russia bearing down on you. They have 17 victories altogether, and they're 3 times... The 3 times they made it to the Global Trophy Finals, they've made it past the first round. 1 time being defeated in round 2, the other 2 times being defeated in the quarterfinals and semi-finals respectively. So they are former top 4s.
Nice.
Next team is a team that is always a dark horse, the Netherlands.
Yes, indeed. They won the European section in 2011. It's a long time ago now, though.
Yes, indeed. Just trying to find them to try and get the stats up. There they are. Ranked number 13 so far, so pretty good. Between 2 really good teams, Colombia and South Korea. They have 35 victories under their belt, which is pretty decent. They are, as Sam said, a former Global Trophy European Qualifiers winner. They have also finished in the top 4 3 times in the Global Trophy. So pretty decent team.
Yeah.
Next up, we have... So those are the 8 teams who qualified via...
Automatically from last year.
Automatic qualification. Next up, the highest ranked European team that's not in those qualifying few is Portugal.
Yeah, Portugal are always a dangerous team, even in the Global Trophy, and I think... I'm sure they're due a good run in the in not only the European section, but the Global Trophy finals itself. I don't know. I don't know if they've finished runners-up before in the European section, but I know that they've got a decent side.
Yes, they are actually 4-time runners-up.
Oh, there you go.
In the
then.
European
So
sector.
they are due a good run. They didn't have a good run last time, and I'm hoping for their sake they get to have that run this time.
Yes, they've placed in the top 8 in the Global Trophy Finals twice. They are currently ranked number 19, with 30 victories under their belts.
Not bad at all.
Yes. Next up we have Belgium.
So obviously, using the rankings of 2017-18, Belgium is obviously very high. Ultimately, in 2001, I think this game was made.
Yeah.
Belgium's team wasn't that great. Obviously, nowadays it's amazing. You got the likes of Eden Hazard, Romelu Lukaku, etc.
De Bruyne.
Kevin De Bruyne, exactly. And I think, Belgium aren't really a team that are competitive in the Global Trophy. But you never know. Stranger things have happened. South Korea finished second in the Global Trophy. So if that happens, hey, you know what? Belgium can do it as well.
Yeah. They may not be competitive, but they're still higher ranked than England. They're currently ranked number 49. They are actually former top 4 places. They've done it once, and that was their only Global Trophy Finals appearance.
And they finished 4th. Well, that's not too bad then.
Yeah. So, but yeah, still better than England. So there you go. Yeah. What does that say about us?
Yeah.
We're pretty terrible. Next up, we have Poland. Poland are actually doing pretty well in the actual FIFA rankings.
They are. Yeah, I'm guessing that's down to a certain Mr. Lewandowski. But again,
so.
same kind of application with Belgium. Poland back in the day were that great. They are now, but they're not in this game. So it'll be a bit of a shock if Poland start playing very well.
Yes, they have made it to the Global Trophy Finals once, and then they were knocked out in the first round. They have 6 wins to their name, so not much. They've been knocked out in the first round 6 times. They are currently ranked number 93.
Yeah, there you go. So
So that's that.
Yep.
Next up, a team that's definitely not ranked lower than 93 is former Global Trophy champions Spain.
It's surprising that they didn't make the. I think they played France, didn't they? In the last 16 last year, or Germany. It was one of the two.
Something like that, I believe, yes.
And they ended up losing, and obviously they couldn't go and defend their crown, which they won in 2016, which I find a real shame. Because I think Spain are obviously one of the best teams in the Global Trophy. They've won it 3 times.
Yep,
they're always going to be ones to watch.
Yep, they have 45 victories under their belt. They are ranked number 4. So yeah, very good team. They've won the Global Trophy 3 times. They've made it to the finals 4 times altogether. The finals of the finals.
I believe they lost to Germany in that final. That's it. They lost to Germany. Yeah. I remember now.
They have made it to the Global Trophy finals only 6 times, actually, which is very small for a team like Spain. But whenever they have made it to the finals, they've made it work.
Yeah, they've had a very good strike rate every time they've been in the finals.
Yeah. Next team is Switzerland.
Switzerland, again, same application as Poland and Belgium. The team in this era weren't that great, but today, with the likes of Gökhan and Xherdan Shaqiri, etc., they've got a fairly decent team.
Yes, they're currently ranked number 57, 1 above England. They have only 9 victories in global trophies, which is still 1 more than England. They have made it to 3 global trophy finals. Their best run, top 16. So, yeah, not bad. Next up, it's the team who's going to lose on penalties. It's
England.
The mighty England.
Maybe this will be their year where they make the trophy finals for the first time in 10 years.
Here come the stats. England are currently ranked number 58 in the global trophy so far. They have only 8 victories. They have been knocked out in the first round of the qualifiers 8 times, and they've never made it past the quarter-final qualifiers. So they've qualified and then lost. That was 2 of those times.
I think every year, okay, apart from maybe the Scotland incident, that they've been fairly unfortunate every year.
Yeah, they have gone up against some pretty dangerous teams.
Yeah, I obviously a bit of national pride. I do hope that England have a better draw. I don't expect them to do that well. I think they'll probably get, if they get
surprise France.
If they do qualify, I hope they get someone, fairly useless in the finals. But yeah,
you just want them to get an easy run, pretty much.
Yeah,
easy
please,
run.
please, England, this time.
Come on. They have made it to the final 8 in the global trophy, only 1 time.
Yep, and that was in 2008. And I think they qualified every year until 2008, and never since.
They've only qualified twice for the global trophy finals.
Oh
actually.
wow! Okay, so
only twice.
I
Only twice. They've been knocked out on penalties so many times. Next up, we have Wales, who had a big resurgence a few years ago in the rankings, but they've dumbed down a bit. They're below England, for God's sakes.
Gareth Bale isn't what he used to be, apparently.
Yes, no Bale. Just gonna check to see where Wales are on the list. Wales! Oh God!
Yeah, Wales are probably a fairly low-ranked team.
Yes, they have. To be honest, they have only been in 3 global trophies.
Yeah, I'm guessing it's like the last 3 or something.
Something like that, yes. So they've been in 3 global trophies, knocked out in the first round each time. They are ranked number 181.
Wow, that's pretty abysmal, isn't it? Really.
They have 3 points and have not scored a goal in the global trophy yet. Every time they've lost, it's either been penalty losses.
Oh shit!
Penalty losses or like a 1-0 loss or something like that. But here's hoping for Spain.
Yep.
Next up, we have Italy.
Italy, 4 times European section winners. They've never won a global trophy though.
Yes, they've been to the finals twice though. They've become runner-up twice. They've made it to 10 global trophy finals, always making it past the first round.
Yep, good team as well. Italy are a very solid team, and I think they're always going to be dangerous to watch. Again, I think they had an unlucky draw last time around, so we'll have to wait and see how they go.
Yes, they are the team with the most amount of victories that haven't won a global trophy yet, with 62.
So they've only lost 3 games So they've only won 3 games less than France.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
One below it though is Nigeria, which have 61. Italy are currently ranked number 5.
Oh, right. Interesting.
Next up we have Croatia do Sport. We have Croatia.
Former winners of the European section, which is quite surprising. Croatia won in 2014, 4 years ago now, and they're always a solid team.
Yes, they've made it to the Global Trophy Finals on... Hang on a minute. On 4 separate occasions. Twice losing in the first round, once losing in the second round, and once finishing in the top 8. They're currently ranked number 41.
They're a fairly respectable team, are Croatia.
Yes. Next up we have Denmark. I believe one of the teams that England was a victim of.
Maybe.
I remember Denmark beating England on penalties. They're currently ranked number 31. And they have 19 victories in their 13 appearances in the Global Trophy. They've never made it past the qualifier quarterfinals. So they've won and lost. But they have been in a top 4 position before in the Global Trophy Finals. And a top 8.
I mean, Denmark are a very mixed bag. You don't really know what you're going to get.
Yeah, it's very interesting. Now, here's a team that I want to do well just because they fluffed us up, which is Iceland.
I don't think they will.
You never know. I mean, Iceland have automatically qualified for the Global Trophy Finals. They're currently ranked number 84, which is not too bad. They've made it to 2 Global Trophy Finals before, losing in the first round both times. But yeah, they're ranked number 84. They're between El Salvador and Burkina Faso.
Who wouldn't want to be there?
Great teams. Great teams. I'm being honest. No, I'm not. Right, next up we have... here's a weird one, actually. All of Great Britain and Northern Ireland Great Britain and Ireland all made it through this year.
Nice.
Even Scotland made it through. So, hooray. But, yeah, first up, Northern Ireland.
Yeah, hopefully they do well. I obviously, you want to see the home nations do well, and I think if Northern Ireland can perform, you never know, they might end up doing well, but we'll have to see, won't we?
Yes, they're ranked number 64 between, oh
It's
god.
a good number, that is.
Yeah, ranked 64, oh god, yeah, but they're between Bangladesh, Vietnam and Afghanistan. That's not nice.
Well.
Jesus.
Well.
Well, indeed. Anyway, yes, that's about it there for Northern Ireland. Northern Ireland have made it to the Global Trophy Finals twice. The best run finishing the top 16, so not bad.
Not a bad run, to be fair. It's almost as good as England.
Next up, we have Slovakia.
A decent team in 2017, maybe not in 2001.
Yeah, Slovakia are currently ranked number 95. They've been in only 3 global trophies, but they've won 4 of them. They've won 4 of their 3, so they're at least in the positives. They've only let in 2 goals in the global trophy in 3 appearances. That's pretty good.
Considering they're a fairly low-ranked team, that is good.
That is pretty good indeed for Slovakia. Fair play to them. Next up, we have the Republic of Ireland.
Yes, again, another good opportunity for Ireland to impress, because I think they've also had a fairly decent run of things, haven't they?
Just going to check that out. They're currently ranked number 59. They've been in 9 global trophies. Yeah, very similar to Northern Ireland. They have made it to the global trophy finals twice, losing in round 1 the first time, the second time making it in round 2 and losing. So, pretty decent. They're also former global trophy European qualifier finalists.
That's amazing.
Which is a lot better than England.
Yeah.
I'm just going to compare it to England because England's just doing so bad. Next up, we have Scotland. They're back.
Yes.
They're back.
Let's hope they do get England.
Yes, they're back. Scotland are back. They're currently ranked number 68. They've been in 9 global trophies and have won 9. They have made it to a global trophy finals before, and they finished in the top 8.
So as good as England.
Yeah, Scotland, top 8.
Yep.
Best teams in the world of that year, Scotland. So don't count them out. Also, they beat England. So there you go.
Yes. Yeah. Sentences you don't expect to hear.
Yes. Next up, we have Turkey, the last team to qualify through the FIFA rankings.
Yeah, Turkey are a decent side in this game, I believe. So maybe not necessarily as much in 2017-18. So, but in this era, Turkey were fairly good. So I think they'll be dangerous to watch.
Yes, they are currently ranked number 80.
Oh.
That's fine. They've only been in 8 global trophies, so they haven't been in the full quota of 13. They have made it to the global trophy finals before and made it to round 2.
Not bad at all.
So not too bad. Right, now it's time for the 8 teams who were able to defeat their opponents and make it through via the preliminary qualification league system.
Yep, let's see. And obviously, there are obviously teams that are going to miss out, but I believe this is for the good of the competition.
Yes. Poor San Marino. They ain't making it. Well, who are going to make it though is Romania.
Yes, Romania. Maybe not necessarily one of the best teams in Europe, but I think fairly solid.
Yes, they're currently ranked 102, but they've only been in 5 global trophies before. They're a former qualifier semi-finalist.
Mad.
So yeah, they're between Zimbabwe and Chad in the rankings.
Brilliant.
Next up we have Norway. They had to qualify through this.
Former European section winners.
Yeah, they had to qualify through this.
Yeah, Norway. 2013 was a strange year.
It was. Norway have been in the top 8 before in the Global Trophy. They've made it to 5 Global Trophy finals. They are, as Sam said, former qualifier winners and qualifier semi-finalists. They're currently ranked number 38. Pretty high.
Yeah, that's quite high.
So they finished 2nd in theirs. So next up we have, Serbia, but in this game they're down as Yugoslavia, so there we go. But yeah,
Yep,
it's Serbia.
Serbia, in this era as well, they are a very good team.
Yes, not so sure about that with this at the moment. They are currently ranked number 138.
Oh.
They've only been in 6 global trophies, but they've only won twice. They've only got 2 victories, where they got to round 2 and then lost. So they've never made it to a global trophy final. So maybe this is the year for Serbia. Never know.
Maybe it is. Who knows? Who knows? We'll have to wait and see.
Yes. Next up we have Russia. Putin's not pleased at this, but they had to go through this.
No.
Turkey bloody made it through during normal qualifications, and Russia had to do this. Putin ain't pleased.
Well, Putin's probably gonna come down and start bombing people, so we'll have to wait and see.
Russia's ranking, on the other hand, is pretty decent. It's 34. They've been in 10 global trophies and have won 20 matches. Pretty decent. They have made it to global trophy finals before. They have made it to 4 of them. 2 times they've been top 8.
Not bad. Not bad at all.
Next up, we have, speaking of Russia, we have what used to be known as Belarussia. We have Belarus.
Belarus, yeah, a good side as well. So they're not exactly, not terrible exactly. So we'll have to wait and see how they get on. But I think Belarus aren't necessarily the most competitive team, but it's always nice to see them. Maybe they'll get a chance to play Russia. Who knows?
You never know. They have been in 7 global trophies before, making it past the first round 3 times. They're currently ranked number 131 between Grenada and Swaziland.
Nice.
That's lovely, that is. Next up, a big giant who shouldn't have to qualify like this, but their team is kind of bad now. But it was pretty good then. Bulgaria.
Bulgaria, yeah. I think they've always had a solid run in the global trophy as well, haven't they?
They're currently ranked number 36. They are former finalists, in fact. They finished 2nd once, did Bulgaria.
Wow.
They've made it to 8 global trophies, but they've only won 6 matches. So, yeah, that one time where they made it to the global trophy qualifier quarterfinals, they went on to finish 2nd. But
Madness.
the other 7 times, out in round 1. So, yeah, you never know. Just proof of how things can change.
Crazy stuff.
Yes. Next up...
It is crazy stuff, to be fair, yeah. You have to think, Bulgaria back in the early 2000s were a fairly solid team, and now just kind of not.
Yeah. Next up, the last team to qualify who haven't got to be a dud team, which is Austria.
Again, that's quite surprising to me because Austria are a fairly decent team.
They're currently ranked number 45, with 15 victories under their belt. They have made it to the Global Trophy 4 times, the Global Trophy finals, and they finished their best performance twice. They finished in the top 16.
Not bad.
And last but not least, it's a shame, but the dud team is going to be the former Yugoslav Republic of Macedonia.
Yeah, one of those things, isn't it? But, you know, if they'd have qualified higher, if they'd have finished in the league higher, then they wouldn't have had to be the dud team. It's only down to themselves.
They are currently ranked number 161, so pretty low. They've been in 3 global trophies before, making it to the second round twice, and that's about it. So, those are the teams. So, let's go.
Let's crack on.
Please work. Damn it!
We'll be right back.
It's starting again.
So we're back, ladies and gentlemen, and Chris has some
I'm
news for us.
hyperventilating. I'm hyperventilating. This ain't good. All right. So, are you ready for this?
I'm ready for the draw.
The first match is Northern Ireland versus the Netherlands.
Mad Tink.
Then it's England-Iceland.
Oh
The
my
rematch.
god, it happened!
The rematch. Then it's Portugal versus Ukraine.
That's a big match.
Yep. Then it's Norway-Hungary.
That's quite a big match as well.
Yeah, pretty decent. I'm just typing these down at the moment. Then we have Italy-Bulgaria.
That's a big match.
And then it's Macedonia versus Wales.
Oh wow, Wales get to go through. Nice.
So Wales are already through. Pretty decent.
They're gonna get their
for Wales.
first win.
Mm.
Instead of losing, so they're gonna move up from their rank to number 181.
Yeah, they're doing pretty well with this. And it's Poland versus Scotland.
Yeah, so all of these big names are in the second half.
No, we still have one, which is Germany-Spain.
Oh, for God's sake!
Ouch.
The 2013 Global Trophy final.
All over again. This time first round. Right, so Northern Ireland versus the Netherlands.
Surely there's only one winner here.
It's the Netherlands. Yeah.
Yeah.
5-0. So a pretty decent start for the Netherlands. Northern Ireland out in the first round. But
Shame, but it's always likely to be that way. But no, this is an important game.
England versus Iceland. The rematch is on. And England win! They win! They're through to round 2, but they've got the Netherlands. They made it through to round 2, though.
They've got a win.
They've got a win under their belt. Yay! Next up.
About that 5 years, they finally won a game.
Yes, it's Portugal versus Ukraine.
I'd say Portugal probably the favourites here.
Ooh, just barely. Penalty victory for Portugal.
Good game from Ukraine, though. Fair play.
Good run from Ukraine. So, yeah, bloody Netherlands versus England. God's sakes. Alright, Norway-Hungary. 2 teams have done okay in global trophies before. The victory goes to Norway. 1-0 victory, puts them through.
The former European champions, fair play to them.
Yeah. Next up we have Italy versus Bulgaria. Winner takes on Wales.
I'd say Italy were probably the favourites here.
Indeed they are. 2-0 victory.
Yes, and they've pretty much got a free buy into the Global Trophy finals with the next game, but you never know.
Czech Republic made it through. Mexico made it to the final 2. You never know. Never know sometimes with this. But yeah, Macedonia, they have given their bye victory to Wales. So I'm just simulating that right now. But yeah, god damn it, England.
You know, but again, they might be able to pull off a win. You never know.
Against Holland.
Yeah, you never know.
It might happen.
Strange
I don't think
things
it will, but it might. Oh, they're going to get knocked out again, aren't they? Why can't we get, like, Iceland followed by, like, Macedonia or something? Macedonia followed by Iceland or something like that. It's always a really good team. But yeah, the European tournament's pretty difficult. So, Poland versus Scotland is next up.
Here we go.
Tough one to call. Scotland win!
Well, they've got to Go on.
Yep, a 2-1 victory puts them through, but they'll take on either Germany or Spain. So
Yeah.
they may do it. They've beaten England before, so anything's possible.
Anything's possible.
Germany, Spain, though. We're about to see a big team fall.
We are.
It's Germany that's fallen. Spain through.
Yeah,
2-1.
it was always likely to be that way, but Germany are going home already, which is a real shame. I'm gutted for Germany because I think they could have had a good season, but out in round 1, that's gonna sting.
Yes. Next up is Switzerland versus Slovakia.
The Battle of the S's.
Yes. And Slovakia wins, so the team with less S's wins.
Nice.
But replace that with a V and a K. Hell yeah. So Slovakia is through to round 2, where they'll take on either Croatia or Denmark. Why couldn't we have got those?
I'd say Croatia are the favourites here.
Yes, they are. Just barely, though. A 1-0 victory puts Croatia through.
Fair play to them.
Next up, it is Belgium versus Sweden.
Big game, this.
So I'm just writing this down, or typing this down. So Croatia goes through to take on Slovakia. Alright, Belgium, Sweden. Sweden win on penalties. Belgium's out already.
Well, as we mentioned earlier, Belgium aren't necessarily the most competitive of teams in this era of football, so there you go.
Yep, they're out. So, next match, it is the Czech Republic versus Turkey.
Interesting.
The win goes to Turkey. Czech Republic already gone.
The European champions are out.
Yep, already. Round 1. Next up is Republic of Ireland versus France. Will the champions go out? No, they won't. 3-0. France are through.
Yeah, easy peasy.
They will take on either Greece or Austria.
I think they've got a fairly good chance of qualifying for the Global Trophy. But anyway, who will they be playing?
They will be playing Austria.
Fair play to Austria for getting a win there.
A 2-1 victory puts them through to face France.
Yeah, I'm guessing they didn't really want to go through any further. So
yes. Next up is Yugoslavia or Serbia versus Romania.
I'd say Serbia are probably the favourites here.
They are. A 2-0 victory sends Serbia through.
So Romania, the league champions, are out.
They're already gone, beaten by Serbia, who were, I think, in the league as well. So pretty good going there.
Surprising.
And what did you say earlier? Because there's 2 teams left. What did you say?
And
No, they're through. What was it? Belarus and Russia.
No way has it happened.
It's Belarus versus Russia.
Russia, I'm guessing, is going to win.
Well, once it comes back on. Yes, they do, but it's only a 1-0 victory.
So I'll go Belarus.
Yeah, so Russia are through to the second round. Now, this is the qualifying section.
So whoever wins this goes through to the Global Trophy Finals. Obviously, if you lose at this point, you're out. If you go through and then you lose, you've still got time to play later.
Yep, you still go through. So pretty much the top 8. Top 8 go through. First up is Netherlands versus England. Can England do it? No, they can't. They lose 1-1 on penalties.
You couldn't make it up every year.
You can't make it up. Lost to penalties. Right.
For the 10th year in a row, England are out of the Global Trophy.
To the Netherlands. But again, a bad draw.
Yes.
Maybe next year. Literally, we're turning into Liverpool. Next year's our year.
I have to say, that is very unlucky, to get the Netherlands in round 2.
Yeah, look at bloody Russia. They got Belarus and Serbia.
I know. Any other draw, given, apart from, say, one of the champions of the European section, England probably could have been in the Global Trophy this year, but sadly, on penalties again, England are out.
Let's just say it's going to be a culling of the UK, because we also have Italy, Wales, and Scotland, Spain, so...
Oh dear.
Ouch. I think they're all going to fall here. First up, though, is Portugal versus Norway.
I'd say probably Portugal are the favourites for this, despite Norway being former European champions.
Yes, they are. A victory goes to Portugal. 1-0 only, though.
Not too bad, then.
But now we have a crunch match in the quarterfinals. Netherlands-Portugal. We're going to have another crunch match.
Yeah, we are.
Italy and Spain go through. Italy versus Wales is first.
Odds on Wales winning?
Not much. It was only 2-0 though.
That's a respectable performance for Wales.
It's respectable for Wales. They can go home, you know, knowing that they were knocked out by a pretty good team in Italy. Next up, Scotland, Spain. Will they be... Will they go through? No. Even less, though. 1-0.
So, in fairness, all the UK teams have done fairly well.
Yeah.
Considering their draws.
Yeah, but they're all out now, so, yeah. Who cares about
there
them
you
now?
go.
Next up is Slovakia versus Croatia. Why can't we have one of those guys? The win goes to Croatia, 1-0.
So Croatia through to the quarterfinals and once again qualify for the Global Trophy. Excellent stuff for them.
Indeed. Slovakia, it's good. They had a good attempt, but just were not good enough. Next up, Sweden versus Turkey.
I'd say probably Sweden was probably the favourites here.
They are actually a 4-1 victory for Sweden. Good
They're looking good,
performance.
Sweden. I tell you what, they could be in the semi-finals if they beat Croatia, and I think they probably will.
Yes, next up is France versus Austria. France go through. We have Portugal, Netherlands, Italy, and Spain and France in the quarters. That's going to make the Global Trophy Finals devastating. So we have all those big names. If they can get past Austria, which they do, 2-0. France are through to the finals again.
Which is great, and our champions will be in the Global Trophy Finals, which is, you know, what you want to see, really. You want to see the best teams in the continent, you know, in the finals, and apart from Germany, you'd have to say all of them are there.
Yep, they are definitely there. Next up, the last match of round 2, Serbia versus Russia.
I'd say probably Russia are the favourites here.
They are a 2-1 victory, sends Russia through.
So there you go. Those are our 8 qualifiers for the Global Trophy Finals.
Yes, just to round them off again, we have Netherlands, Portugal, Italy, Spain, Croatia, Sweden, France, and Russia. Pretty decent.
Again, apart from possibly, you know, Germany not being there and maybe England as well. I think those are the best teams in the continent.
Yeah. So now, since they've all gone through, who's going to win the qualifiers?
Who's going to be the European champion for 2018? I'd say my money's probably on Italy.
Fair enough. Well, they have a match with Spain. I'd say France have got the easiest run. They've got Russia in the quarterfinals, and the semi-finals. If they do beat Russia, they'll take on either Croatia or Sweden.
Yeah,
so,
I'd say France have got the easier bracket for sure.
Well, the other bracket is very difficult, which is Netherlands, Portugal, Italy, Spain. So, ouch. First up, Netherlands, Portugal.
That's a tough one to call. I'm gonna go Holland.
It is 1-0. Netherlands through to the semi-finals.
Yeah, Holland, former European champions back in 2011, 7 years ago now, so they do a good result here.
Yeah, Portugal out, but they are still in the Global Trophy. They will make it to the finals. So we'll be seeing them soon. Next up, Italy, Spain.
This is a tough one to call. This is another tough one to call.
It's Italy, 2-0. Pretty good performance
into the semi-finals of the European section. Once again, go Italy, Spain. Obviously out of the European section, but will still be in the Global Trophy Finals, where they'll try and reclaim their crown from France.
Indeed. Next up, we have Croatia, Sweden.
2 of the underdogs, I'd say, in this section. I'm going to say Sweden are the favourites.
The win goes to Croatia.
Surprising, really. Croatia doing very well.
2-1.
They're doing very well, Croatia, and I think that you can, you know, obviously former European champions themselves, but it's going to be interesting to see how it goes. So, I guess, unless Russia win here, all the semi-finalists will have been European champions at one stage or another.
Indeed. And Russia have beaten France.
Wow!
Russia beat France on penalties. It's a 1-1 draw. Sends Russia to the semis.
Wow, that is a shock.
That's the first shock of the tournament. Russia beat France.
But France obviously are still in. Don't forget that. They are still in and will participate in the trophy finals to defend the global trophy itself. But they won't be winning the European section for a 6th time.
Will it be Russia? Will it be Russia? They've got Croatia, so they may even make it to the finals.
They've got a chance.
Yep, next
Holland
up,
versus Italy.
Yep, Holland, Italy. The win goes to Italy, 3-0. Dominating performance from Italy. They've taken out Spain. They have not let in a goal from Spain or the Netherlands.
Very impressive. And
or Wales or Bulgaria. They've not let in a goal yet, Italy.
I'm feeling very smug about my Italy prediction for the European section.
Yeah, fair enough. Next up, Croatia, Russia. It's Croatia.
So we will have a repeat winner. Will it be Croatia or Italy, though, in the European section?
Can Croatia do the unthinkable? Beat Italy? No. No. It's a 2-0 victory for Italy, and we have our Global Trophy 2018 European qualifier winners. It is the Italians. Italy have won.
I'm very happy about it, because obviously they haven't qualified for Euro 2018, but they've won the 2018 Global Trophy Championship for Europe, and I think they're going to be a real force to reckon with. They've not conceded a single goal yet in the finals.
Yes, they are now a 5-time winners of the European qualifiers.
Yeah.
So yeah, that is the first qualifiers done. Italy are the winners. England go out on penalties again, and Russia shock the world, beating France in the quarterfinals.
I wonder how that's going to affect France for the finals, because obviously they're not going to be at maximum confidence now. I wonder how they'll fare in the finals. I think this is blowing the tournament wide open. It really do.
Yes, well, Italy, Croatia, France, Netherlands, Portugal, Spain, Sweden, and Russia have all qualified for the Global Trophy finals. Who is going to join them? Tune in next week where we do the Asia tournament. And 32 more teams will be fighting it out for those top 8 spots in the Global Trophy finals.
Absolutely. I've got a sneaky... for the Asia section, I think obviously the obvious go-to favourite is Australia, but you never know.
Oh yeah, that's a good thing actually. Will Australia stay undefeated in
continental...
qualifiers?
Yeah, continental qualifiers. You never know.
Continental qualifiers, 13 years unbeaten.
Amazing performance from Australia, but you never know. We'll have to wait and see.
We'll have to find out next week. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this video. I've been Masterath.
I've been Sam Elliott 64.
And we'll see you next week for the Asia qualifiers of the 2018 Global Trophy. We'll see you then.